I just finished fighting with my enemy, and then sent a voice message to my online boyfriend. Baby, I just got into a fight with some crazy dog, and my lip is busted. I need kisses to make it better. He replied instantly. Who dared to touch my wife? Which bastard has a death wish? I smirked and typed Zhang Wang from Beijing University's computer science department. Total fake. But my finger slipped and accidentally started a video call. Next second, my boyfriend appeared on screen with messy black hair, blood trickling from his lip. I froze instantly. I instinctively hung up fast, my heart pounding. I pinched my thigh hard. It hurt. I wasn't dreaming. The phone screen went dark then lit up again, with the vibration burst hot in my palm. I stared at the WeChat interface. In my online boyfriend's chat, I'd nicknamed him Good Boy. Messages started flooding in one after another, with anxiety that could spill off the screen. Honey, why did you hang up suddenly? Was I too scary? Baby, who exactly hurt you? I'll go kill him right now. Where are you, wife? How are you doing? What a coincidence though. I also just finished fighting with some idiot. Each word hit me like a hammer, making me dizzy. That second when the video connected, the face on screen with messy black hair, blood on his lip, eyes still carrying fierce, unspent rage. If it wasn't Jiang Wang's face that I hate so much, who else could it be? I sat there frozen, dead inside. My mortal enemy was my online boyfriend of 3 months, my sweet, obedient good boy. And then just now he fought with me for someone else. Massive absurdity hit me like a tsunami. My fingers ice cold. I could barely hold my phone. But Jiang Wang kept asking wife, did you accidentally press video? I didn't see you clearly. How bad is your lip? Does it hurt? Let me see. Okay. I gritted my teeth and sneered inside. Does it hurt? You're the one who hit me, you should know. I steadied myself and replied with forced calm. Just didn't hold my phone steady. Accidentally touched it. I'm fine. Just scraped the skin. Already took care of it. He replied instantly. That's good. Which blind fool touched you? Give me their name. I'll get revenge for you. Forget it. No need. Smiling good boy. No way. Someone hurt my wife. I have to kill him. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. Really? It's nothing. You got into a fight too. Are you badly hurt? Trying to change the subject. Good boy, yeah. With some idiot. He paused, then added a really annoying one. Who steals stuff from my brother? Thanks. I feel personally attacked. I tried to hold back, but couldn't help cursing under my breath. Damn you, Jiang Wang. My online boyfriend, and I met on a confession website. I went missing when I was 3. That same year, my parents adopted Lu Huai, a boy my age from our extended family, to ease their grief over losing their son. From then on, Lu Huawan became the Lu family's only son, taking my place, enjoying all their love. 6 months ago, the Lu family found me and brought me back, but this home had no place for me anymore. Watching the closeness between Lu Huiyuan and my parents, I felt like an unwelcome intruder, an awkward presence in this family. With nowhere to vent my grievances and frustration, I created an anonymous account to rant online. During this time, one user always left me comments, few words, but always somehow hit right at my feelings. We gradually discovered we were surprisingly compatible. So we added each other as friends, sharing daily life, songs we liked, movies we'd recently watched. Sometimes he'd invite me to play games together. His voice in chat was incredibly attractive, deep, husky, magnetic. Finally, on a sleepless night, I couldn't help testing the waters. Yeah, would you ever like man? He kept typing for a long time. When I thought he was disgusted and wanted to block me, my phone suddenly got a voice message, a lazy, low chuckle that tugged at my heartstrings. If it were you, I would like it. In that moment, my heart skipped a beat. My cheeks burned hot in the darkness. I asked if he liked men, but he directly confessed to me. I thought I'd hit the jackpot. Never imagined my online boyfriend was Lu Huiyuan's best friend. Jiang Wang. I don't like Lu Huiyuan. Lu Huiyuan also really hates me. And Jiang Wang stands by his good brother, always working against me at school, openly and secretly. The next day, I was coming downstairs with dark circles under my eyes when I ran into Lu Huiyuan at the stair landing. Since my parents were traveling, only we two were home. Lu Huiyuan crossed his arms, looking me up and down with disdain. Finally stopping at my face, he sneered. Look at you. Hard to imagine you're really mom and dad's biological son. I smiled carelessly. I'm not, you are. Patting his shoulder. Work hard. When I inherit the Lu family, I'll save you a security guard position at the company. Lu Huiyuan froze for a moment, then said through gritted teeth, Dream on. I'm the one mom and dad carefully raised as their hair. Why should I step aside, just because you came back? What about all my years of hard work? I smiled. Consider it your excellence. After saying that, I ignored Lu Huiyuan's growing breakdown behind me and went to school by myself. But I didn't hear a word in morning class. Sprawled on my desk, like a fish with its bones removed, thinking about how the person who's always sweet with me is Jiang Wang. My sweet boyfriend who chats dirty with me every night is actually the person I hate most. I wanted to die. My finger unconsciously scrolled through my phone, looking at those embarrassing old chat records. How sweet we used to chat. Now, it's just pure social death. Damn Lu! Stop moping around. We're getting bullied here. My friend, Sure suddenly elbowed me hard, angrily shoving his phone in my face. I forced my scattered focus to concentrate. What's wrong? Who's got the nerve? They stole our reserved court again. Damn! It's Cheng Wang again. He's the captain of their college basketball team. Because of Lu Huiya. This bastard always has it out for me. True. Always sabotaging me openly and secretly. Stealing courts is just routine for him. The teacher managing the basketball court is from their college, so they always get priority. Thinking about this made me even more furious that I shot up and looked at Shu Yuri. Word by word, challenged that if they have guts, we'll battle tomorrow. Stakes are 2 months of court usage rights. Shurai's eyes went wide, stammering. Lu, calm down. We don't need to bet this big. I gritted my teeth, eyes ice cold. We're betting. Tell him whoever doesn't show is a coward. I've had enough of Zhang, Wang, and Lu Huaiyang. I don't know if I was calm, but Jian Wang, that bastard, is a natural center of attention. After entering the court, he ripped off his jacket, casually tossed it on a chair, wearing a tank top that showed his arms. In the cold wind, his arm muscles were smooth and full of wild, powerful energy, sometimes lifting his shirt to wipe sweat, casually showing abs, so tight it made you jealous, making the fangirls on the sidelines scream louder and louder. I had a nameless fire burning in my chest. Show off! Just 2 days ago, he swore in voice chat. Wife, I'll only show my body to you. Only you get to touch my abs. Men with no self-respect are like rotten cabbage in a field. Maybe my stare was too intense. Jiang Wang suddenly turned, precisely catching my gaze. The bruise on his lip hadn't faded. His eyes looked frozen over. He glanced at me expressionlessly. I quickly looked away. Acting all cool. Online he still begs to be my dog. Just then a basketball flew toward me. I instinctively caught. Looking up to meet Lu Huiyan's arrogant, provocative eyes, he smirked with his usual punchable tone. Why are you staring at our Jiang so hard? You into him? Anger flared in my chest, but I put on a mysterious smile instead. Staring straight at Jiang Wang, going along with his words. Yeah, I'm into him. Lu Huiyuan's face froze like he'd been struck by lightning. What? Jiang Wang let out a very quiet laugh. Next second he strode over, getting right in my face, leaning down with intense pressure. His hot breath almost brushing my cheek. Trying to gross me out this way. He smiled wickedly, lowering his voice, like making some declaration. My wife is the absolute best. His eyes showed undisguised protectiveness and pride. You're not worth one of his hairs. For a moment, I didn't know whether to call him crazy or praise him for being protective. But we played neck and neck. Scores stayed tight until later when I started getting tired. But I saw Jiang Wang, that bastard, still running full court. His stamina is insane. With 30 seconds left, I saw my chance. Used every ounce of strength to steal the ball from Lu Huiyan. Drove to the basket and jumped. If this shot went in, we'd win. Jiang Wang jumped to block at almost the same time. Our bodies collided unavoidably in midair. His solid arm slammed hard into my waist. Landing, my foot twisted, and I lost balance, crashing hard onto the floor. Sharp pain shot from my ankle. The whole court gasped. I braced myself with one hand, cold sweat instantly beating on my forehead from the pain. Teammates rushed over, shouting. His brow furrowed, a flash of guilt crossing his face. He almost reflexively reached out to help me. Get away! The pain made everything go black as I shoved him off. Furious Jiang Wang, you did that on purpose. You deliberately knocked me down to help Lu Huiyan. Real quasi Jiang Wang. His outstretched hand froze mid-air, his face immediately darkening. He looked at me with complex eyes, lips pressed into a thin line. I gritted my teeth and let teammates help me, limping off court through the pain, never looking back at Jiang Wang, determined to block and break up with him. When I got home, the school doctor said it was a sprained ankle, not too serious, but needed rest. No intense activity for a while. I had no afternoon classes, so I called the driver to take me home. That night I lay in bed staring at the ceiling, unable to sleep. Good boy, wife. Are you asleep? I felt nothing, even wanted to block him. Good boy, wife. Why have you been ignoring me these past few days? His voice was low with a nasal quality. Good boy, wife. Do you not like me anymore? By the last word his voice was slightly trembling. like he was about to cry. I rubbed my temples. What happened during the day was still weighing on my heart, so I didn't want to deal with him. I just turned off my phone and got ready to go get some water. Walking past Lu Huiyan's room, I heard the sound of a voice call coming from inside. Is Lu Yu asleep yet? It was Jiang Wang. Lu Huiyan was lying in bed, glancing toward the dark doorway. I immediately shrank back into the shadows. He looked away and spoke slowly. Probably asleep. What's up? Nothing. I was the one who knocked him down today, so I should ask if he's okay. Bro Jiang, don't tell me you're going soft. We promised to stick together as brothers. I took his place, but I'm not the one who trafficked him. Getting adopted into the Lu family wasn't my decision either. I've been groomed as the heir since childhood. You know how hard I've worked for this. Why should he be able to easily take everything away just because he's back? Just because he's mom and dad's biological son? But I'm also a Lu. Jiang Wang was silent for a few seconds before speaking. His voice was emotionless. You and I are brothers. He's not. I quietly retreated to my room. I lay back down on the bed. Just then, Jiang Wang sent another voice message. Good boy. Babe, we've known each other for so long, but haven't met yet. When should we meet, huh? My eye twitched. Meet up. After that comment about choosing sides over what's right, what's the point of meeting? To fight. My finger hovered over the screen, thinking about how to tell him. We should break up. As if afraid I'd refuse, he immediately sent another voice message. I hesitated for a moment, then played it. The man's deep voice, with a hint of barely noticeable nervousness, yet unusually serious, came through the speaker. I really want to see you. Instantly, my heart felt like something had hit it lightly. I deleted the breakup message I'd already typed. I replied, Sha. Let's meet tomorrow then. Suddenly, I really wanted to know. When Jiang Wang discovers that his online boyfriend is me, then, who will he choose, me or Lu Huiyan? The next day, when I arrived at our meeting spot, Jiang Wang was already waiting. He looked incredibly handsome today, wearing a black jacket, his hair clearly styled. He looked cool and aloof, drawing stares from passers-by. I slowly walked toward him. The faint smell of tobacco drifted over in the wind. Jiang Wang looked up and spotted me. He frowned at me. What are you doing here? I don't have time to fight with you today. I smiled at him. Too bad. I really feel like picking a fight with you today. Especially, my gaze swept over him. You're dressed so flashy today. Jiang Wang checked his watch, then put down the cake he was carrying. His tone was impatient. Fine, I'll give you what you want. Let's make it quick. Without another word, he threw a punch at my left shoulder. I dodged and blocked with my hand. His fist hit my wrist. It hurt. I instinctively threw a punch straight at his face. But he quickly dodged and pushed me to the ground. A warm presence pressed against my back. I was about to get up when suddenly his knee pressed against my waist, pinning my arms behind my back against the ground. Give up. Jiang Wang spoke from behind me, his voice low. Lu Yu, stop struggling. You can't beat me. His necklace dangled down, swaying above my head. His intense masculine scent washed over me. I was sweating from the pain and gave up resisting. I turned my head with an innocent yet wicked smile. Are you going to hit your wife? Baby. Shit. Jiang Wang cursed under his breath, his breathing clearly hitching. Damn. I blinked and rubbed my cheek against his hand, deliberately grossing him out. Is the little cake you brought not me my favorite mango flavor? After saying that, I was ready for this jerk to lose it and fight me to the death. After all, I revealed my identity today, just to mess with him. Surprisingly, Jiang Wang froze. He stayed in the same position, pinning me down, completely still. His body went rigid. The expected rage never came. The fierceness in his eyes faded. Instead, he looked confused and disbelieving. I was stunned too. Shit. For several days, my WeChat finally went quiet. It should have been something to celebrate. I got a painless breakup and managed to mess with Jiang Wang. But something in my heart just didn't feel right. Like I was secretly hoping for something. See, Jiang Wang ultimately chose Lu Huiyan. They're brothers who grew up thick as thieves with a deep bond. What am I to them? I can't compete with Lu Huiyan for my parents' affection. I can't win a place in Jiang Wang's heart either. He only liked the fake online version of me. The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. But, thankfully, I only liked the online version of him too. The one who patiently listened to me and acted cute. The real Jiang Wang only looked at me with cold eyes, always taking Lu Huiyan's side against me without question. This is better. At least we're back in our proper places. In the afternoon, Mom called. She told me to come home early today for a family dinner. I ran my fingers through my hair in annoyance. It wasn't until almost dark that I reluctantly went back. Before I even entered, I could hear the cheerful laughter inside. Orange light spilled from the windows, creating two separate worlds, them and me in the darkness. Inside, Lu Huiyan was casually cracking jokes, making everyone burst into laughter. Even my usually serious dad was chuckling along. I took a deep breath and pushed the door open. I'm home. The laughter inside stopped abruptly, like someone hit pause. I touched my nose, feeling a bit self-mocking. See, You don't welcome me, so why bother calling me back? Mom came over and took the bag from my hands. Her expression carried a barely noticeable distance and awkwardness. Why are you so late? Hui Yuan got home ages ago. Dad put down his newspaper with a heavy thud and snorted. Out all day doing who knows what. We have guests, and you don't even know to come home early. That's when I noticed there was someone else sitting on the couch. It was Jiang Wang, whom I hadn't seen in days. He'd cut his hair short. The neat haircut made his features look even more rugged. He looked at me with eyes as dark as ink, emotions churning beneath the surface. His expression was frighteningly grim. I felt uneasy. He was so clearly on Lu Huiwen's side. Dinner was served quickly. Jiang Wang's mom came out of the room, smiling to smooth things over. Don't just stand there. Come sit down. The food will get cold. At the dinner table, Lu Huiyuan was chattering about funny things at school, making Mom beam with joy. I kept my head down and ate. I stayed quiet the whole time, but I kept feeling like someone across from me was watching me. It made me uncomfortable. Maybe Mom was trying to ease the tension. She picked up a shrimp and put it in my bowl. Her tone was tentative. Son, try this fresh one. Almost at the same time, Jiang Wang, sitting across from me with one seat between us, spoke calmly without looking up. He's allergic to shrimp. As soon as he said that, he naturally took the shrimp from my bowl. The movement was smooth as water. The dinner table fell silent instantly. Mom's hand froze in midair, looking extremely embarrassed. Lu Haiyuan's eyes went wide with shock. He looked between me and Jiang Wang. His voice cracked. Rojang, since when are you two so close? Jiang Wang cleared his throat, but didn't answer. I wanted to crawl into a hole. I shouldn't have shared everything during our anonymous chat days. When I first came back to the Lu family, Mom had served me shrimp too. Not wanting to hurt her feelings, I forced myself to eat it. That night, I broke out in red welts all over my body. I could barely breathe. Later, when Mom found out, she sat by my bed, crying with guilt. But she didn't remember at all. The one who remembered was Jiang Wang. Ang Xiang laughed to smooth things over. I still envy your family for having two such excellent sons. They can support each other at the company later. Dad glanced at me and scoffed. I don't ask for much. I just hope Lu Yu can be half as worry-free as Yue-Wen. After all, growing up in a small place, his perspective and experience are lacking. I'm not comfortable handing Lu Corporation over to him. Before I could argue back, Jiang Wang suddenly looked seriously at Dad. Uncle, I think Lu Yu is excellent. You shouldn't put him down like this. The air froze for a moment. I couldn't figure out if Jiang Wang had lost his mind today, actually speaking up for me, but I didn't want to stay here another second. I put down my chopsticks and looked directly at Dad. If you think so little of me, why did you bother bringing me back? If you think I'm worthless, then just pretend I died out there when I was 3. With that, I stood up. Ignoring everyone's expressions, I pushed back my chair. You all enjoy your meal. I think with me here, nobody can eat properly anyway. After leaving the Lu house, I didn't go anywhere else. I went straight to the nearest bar. I huddled in a corner and ordered a row of drinks. I bit down on a cigarette. Light smoke blurred my vision. Through the haze, I played with my lighter. After a few drinks, thinking about everything that happened today made me more and more irritated. Shure, whom I called to drink with me, sat beside me. He reached over and took the glass from my hands. Looking helpless, he said, "Alright, how many is that now?" "Still drinking." "What's wrong today? Is it about your brother again?" I corrected him. "He's not my brother. I don't have family." Shuroui nodded helplessly and agreed. Fine, but seriously, your parents are really too much. They don't care about their biological son but treasure someone else's kid. At this, my eyes gradually turned cold. I gripped the glass tightly, gritting my teeth. I don't even care about being part of the Lu family. I have my own family. After I was trafficked, I managed to escape. A woman who sold breakfast took me in and raised me. If Grandma hadn't insisted before she died that I find my real family, she was worried about me living alone. She wanted me to return to my birth parents. I never wanted to come back at all. What's most infuriating is Jiang Wang always giving me a hard time. Furious, I threw my arm around Xurui's neck. My head spinning, I pointed at myself. Why do they all choose Lu Huaiwan? What's wrong with me? The bar music was blasting, mixed with noisy chatter. Xurui and I were practically head to head. Suddenly, I was yanked backward by a strong force. Caught off guard, my back crashed into a solid, warm chest. That familiar, cold scent instantly surrounded me. Louis. Jiang Wang's cold, indifferent voice came from above. "I'm here to take you home." I looked up into his unfathomably deep eyes. His face was full of dark expression. Seeing Jiang Wang instantly soared my mood. I met his dark gaze. I asked him, "Home? Which home?" I sneered, "Back to your best buddy's home." "Jiang Wang, you're just like them. Disgusting." He softened his tone a bit, pulling at my wrist. "Be good. You're drunk." "I'm not drunk. Jiang Wang, stop putting on this act. I hate all of you, especially you." My head was spinning, and infinite grievance filled my chest. Why did I choose to get lost? Why didn't they come looking for me? When they lost their real son, they just adopted another one. The alcohol in my system started kicking in without warning. Tears came streaming down my face. I just wanted a little bit of favoritism. Why is that so damn hard? Even your helping Lu Huai Yuan bully me. Jiang Wan, you're such a bastard. Jiang Wan's face went pale instantly. His fingers trembled slightly, voice tight. I'm sorry. I'm the bastard. I should have recognized you sooner. I let you suffer so much. He lowered his head, gently pressing his forehead against my shoulder. His voice carried a pleading tone, humble as dust. Honey, can you give me another chance to win you back? I looked at his soft hair. My heart ached terribly. Finally, I pushed him away. I grabbed my jacket from the chair and brushed past his shoulder. Oh, Jiang Wang, I'll never forgive any of you. The school's hosting a basketball tournament against other schools. The games are set for our school's basketball court. My foot still wasn't fully healed from last time. As a student council member, I could only help set up the venue. I was swamped with work. I deliberately avoided Jiang Wang during this time, so it's been over a week since we last met. He still sends friend requests from different numbers every day, but I ignored them all. Lu Yu, remember to come to the basketball team dinner tonight. The president suddenly appeared and greeted me. I held a half-inflated balloon in my hand. Didn't even look up. I'll pass. I'm not even on the basketball team. Come on, president. Everyone's going, including the support staff. I figured I wouldn't run into Jiang Wang. I heard he didn't participate in the tournament. I stood up. Fine. Send me the location. When I arrived, pretty much everyone was already there. I immediately spotted Jiang Wang in the crowd, sitting in the corner. Hard to miss. Both he and Lu Huiwan showed up. Jiang Wang was drunk, face flushed red, slumped against the couch, eyes closed, looking miserable. I saw the row of empty bottles in front of him, felt a tightness in my chest. Serves him right. Drinking that much, he's gonna kill himself. Then I heard Lu Huiwan supporting Jiang Wang, asking someone nearby, when did brother Jiang get a wife? Is he dating someone I don't know about? Don't ask, seems like brother Jiang had an online relationship and got dumped. What? Lu Huiwan shot up screaming. Who's got the nerve to dump our brother Jiang? The guy next to him quickly pulled his shirt, making him sit down, lowering his voice. Keep it down. It's embarrassing. Lu Huiwan sat back down angrily, nudging Jiang Wang with his elbow. Brother Jiang, who's your wife? I've been hearing you call for her all night. Just as he finished speaking, Jiang Wang seemed to sense something and suddenly opened his eyes, looking in my direction. My heart sank. I was about to turn and run, but he pushed through the crowd and stumbled toward me. Honey. He stopped in front of me, ignoring everyone's stares, looking at me with watery eyes. You finally came to see me. Lu Huiwan, who followed him over, was stunned. He grabbed Jiang Wang in disbelief, trying to correct him. Brother Jiang, you got it wrong. That's Lu Yu, the person we hate most. Jiang Wan's expression suddenly turned cold. He pushed Lu Huiwan away coldly. No. He looked at everyone seriously and stubbornly. Lu Yu is the person I love most. Lu Huiwan, if you target Lu Yu again, we're done as brothers. Lu Huiwan's eyes went wide, like he'd been struck by lightning, frozen in place. For some reason, I felt a strange satisfaction. Jiang Wang forcefully took my hand, still drunk. Honey, let's go. Too many annoying people here. When I came to my senses, Jiang Wang had already brought me to his apartment. As soon as we got inside, Jiang Wang collapsed against my shoulder. He was so heavy it pissed me off. I hoisted him up and threw him right onto the bed. Probably too rough. Jiang Wang held his head and groaned, looked up at me with bleary eyes. Honey. Then looked around. How are you here? I laughed bitchily. This guy dragged me here, and now asks how I'm here. Guess you blacked out, huh? I'm here to finish you off. I looked down at him menacingly. Scared? Jiang Wang suddenly stood up and pinned me against the wall. Can I have some fun before I die? He stared straight at me, eyes full of desire. If I have to die, I choose death by pleasure. He squeezed my lower back and my knees went weak. I fell into his arms. He leaned down slightly, his lips brushing my ear. On top of you. Boom. Realizing what he meant, my face turned bright red. Jiang Wang, you're hitting on me. Do you even know who I am? A soft laugh came from above. He suddenly lowered his head while I was stunned, pried open my lips, and invaded my mouth. The air in my mouth was slowly taken away. Somewhat rough, somewhat forceful. This sudden kiss left my mind blank. Until we both couldn't breathe, Jiang Wang finally let me go. He pressed his forehead against mine, answering my earlier question. You're my wife. You're Lu Yang. My heart skipped a beat. I turned around frantically, not daring to look at Jiang Wang, and rushed out. That night when I got home, Lu Huiyuan blocked me at the stairs. He glanced at our parents in the living room downstairs, lowered his voice, speaking through gritted teeth. Lu Yu, you're despicable. I was in a bad mood, and didn't want to deal with him. Lu Huiyuan, if you're sick, get treatment. If not, get lost. He glared at me, angrily. To get back at me, he even seduced my best friend. I frowned instinctively, smirked coldly, and stared at him. Lu Huaiwan, just because you want something doesn't mean others care about it. I came back only to fulfill my promise to Grandma. To you all, I'm an intruder. But to me, you're just strangers wearing the title of family. Since you benefited from my misfortune, and I hate you for it, you'll just have to deal with it. Lu Huaiwan froze in place. I brushed past his shoulder and went straight upstairs. Just as I was about to close the door, Lu Huaiwan's low, hoarse voice came from outside. You and brother Jiang won't work out. Forget Aunt Jiang. Even mom and dad won't accept you guys together. Lu Yu, let Jiang Wang go. He's my brother. I can't watch him jump into a pit of fire. I didn't say anything. Just closed the door, shutting him out, feeling even more irritated. The next day I went to school feeling conflicted, both afraid of running into Jiang Wang and hoping to see him. But I never expected to see on the school playground Jiang Wang with some girl. She was curvy, a total knockout. Right now she was softly pleading with Jiang Wang about something. Jiang Wang looked conflicted, but his attitude was unusually gentle. I squinted, trying to ignore the soreness in my heart, only feeling anger burning away my sanity. Damn player. Yesterday he said he loved me. Today he's with another girl. Last night was a total waste on that pig. Suddenly, I realized, even though he once targeted me for Lu Huaiwan's sake, even though he stood against me, when I found out he was my sweet online boyfriend, I couldn't help watching him, thinking about him, being drawn to him. I bit my lip and turned to leave. Before I could take 2 steps, someone grabbed my wrist. Why didn't you say hi when you saw me? Jiang Wang was breathing hard. I looked away and snapped at him. Why should I? Why aren't you with your girlfriend? He looked confused. What girlfriend? That girl just now. That's my cousin. She came to school to hang out. Cousin. I turned my head awkwardly. What was she asking you for? Jiang Wang coughed lightly, looking awkward. My cousin likes Yue Yuan. She wants me to help her. I was speechless. What a shame. She's so pretty, but has terrible taste. Actually liking that loser Lu Huaiya. Jiang Wang suddenly pulled me to a secluded corner. Baby. He leaned down, warm breath against my ear. You were jealous just now. His gaze was too intense. I looked away uncomfortably. No. But Jiang Wang's face showed pain, his eyes full of guilt and struggle. But I've been miserable lately. I don't know how to apologize to you, to make you forgive me. I even thought about forgetting you. But I can't. I get myself drunk at bars every day. I even hate myself for hurting you. For the sake of loyalty. Lu Yu, I've tried everything, but I still can't forget you. Tell me what I should do. I'd never seen Jiang Wang like this. He'd always been golden boy, everyone's favorite, even arrogant. But now he was like an abandoned dog. I clenched my fists and took a deep breath. Then don't forget that. Jiang Wang looked up in disbelief. What? I looked into his eyes and smiled. I said, let's both stop trying to forget. After Jiang Wang and I made it official, we were inseparable. He brought all those dirty things, he said, online into real life. Stuff like Oni, your lips are so soft. Your legs are so white. This mole on your back dimple is sexier than in the video. He dared to say it, but I couldn't bear to hear it. Several times Lu Huaiyan caught us secretly holding hands in public. Finally, he couldn't take it anymore. He pulled Jiang Wang away with a dark expression. Brother Jiang, we agreed to hate him together. You backstabbed me. Jiang Wang leaned lazily against the tree, but his eyes stayed on me. Bro, I always said I side with family, not justice. Lu Huaiyan looked confused. Jiang Wang pointed at me and said slowly, who's closer, wife or brother? You took his identity for over 10 years, stole his family. Who's more in the right? He straightened up and patted Lu Huaiyan's shoulder. You weren't the one who hurt him, but you're not innocent, either. Then he walked toward me. Lu Huaiyan watched Jiang Wang's retreating figure and muttered after a while, pussy whipped. Knowing I wasn't comfortable in that house, Jiang Wang kept acting cute, asking me to move in with him. Honey, I can cook and do housework. I'll take good care of you. Who could refuse an offer like that? That same day I packed up and moved out. Lu Huaiyan leaned against the doorframe, munching an apple, watching me pack. As I was leaving, he suddenly called out, his tone softening for the first time. Hey, treat my brother Jiang right. Got it? I'll handle mom and dada. Just be good to him. I was curious. Why are you so good to Jiang Wang? He shrugged. Every time I couldn't meet mom and dad's expectations, they'd lock me in the yard without food. Brother Jiang would climb the wall to bring me food and sleep with me in the attic. He glanced at me awkwardly. Actually, after you came back, Brother Jing didn't want to target you. I begged him to help me, drive you away. I was afraid you'd replace me. I dragged my suitcase to the door, without looking back. I never wanted to compete with you, for the Lu family. That's not my goal. When I watched Grandma lying in that hospital bed, beyond help, when the only person who loved me passed away, I already knew what path I wanted to take. Rather than being a businessman, I want to be a doctor. Jiang Wang said I wouldn't have to do anything living with him. He really kept his word. Because he did everything. Every day, I woke up holding my sore back. He even dug up our old chat logs. Found the videos we used to watch together and insisted on trying every position. One day, Jiang Wang had me on the dining table. We were kissing passionately when something heavy dropped by the door. We both turned to look. Jiang Wang's mom stood frozen in the doorway, completely petrified. In that moment, my blood ran cold. I imagined countless scenarios of being forced to break up. It's all Jiang Wang's fault there's a perfectly good bed, but he had to try something different on the dining table. But Jiang Wang calmly walked over and picked up the bag from the floor. Mom, you scared him. And Jiang snapped back to reality and kept apologizing. Sorry. I didn't know you two were here today. She sneaked a glance at me, gave Jing Wang a look. Bring him home for dinner sometime. After Aunt Jiang left, I looked at Jiang Wang in shock. Your mom knows about me. He came over and pulled me back into his arms, leaned down to kiss me. My mom's always known I like guys. After I was sure it was you, I told her myself. He looked up, like a good dog waiting for praise from its owner. Honey, I told you I'd handle everything. You just need to decide to be with me. From now on, my family is your family. I'll always protect you and favor you. I laughed through my tears, stroking his head. Yeah,